What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DVM Production Empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DVM Production Empire. Back with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the Empire today at dvmpe.com. Groovy.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Pete.
It's at that time. Let me take on over for you.
Oh, yeah. A lot happened.
Yeah?
Yeah, we went to World War III.
Oh.
And kids are eating Tide Pods.
So,
So,
business as usual?
yeah, there's shit going on.
Alright, well, if you want to get on up from the computer, I'll
Alright,
take on over.
I just gotta close out this. I got this download.
What is that window? Dude, what was that alarm? What'd you do?
I'm nothing. Someone's burrito done?
No, there's no microwave in here.
Oh yeah. I was just I was downloading something.
Were you downloading?
I was downloading a movie.
What movie were you downloading?
I was downloading Pitch Perfect 2 with Russian with Russian subtitles.
Hang on, I'm getting a text message. Dude, incoming ballistic missile? What the fuck?
Dude, the Hunger Games?
Okay, we're not talking about that right now.
I think we are, PETA.
Okay, listen. He's a baker.
Oh, okay.
He's got skills.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I hope the odds are ever in your favor. Anyway,
Well,
I don't know.
You don't see him working in a fucking bunker.
You work in a bunker.
Yeah, but not the morning shift.
Oh, yeah, because it's the night shift where shit really goes down.
Oh, well, apparently you're the one saying on missile alarms.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. It was an accident.
Unsend it.
You can't unsend it.
Why not?
Because everybody's seen it.
Okay, hit undo.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna.
Google lets you unsend shit. Can't you just unsend it like Google?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, really? Did you just hear the alarm go off because you sent out the missile alarm?
I hope next choosing day comes around. They put you in the Hunger Games and you die.
Well, there's a missile coming my way, so I might not even make it to
It's not
then.
a real missile. It's a thing.
Then send out a message saying, no missile.
Okay, I'm going to send it out. Are you ready? I'm going to... new bunker who dis. Perfect. What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid Talking Stupid on the DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear. And we read the stupid, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
I think we should start this episode off with a nice little salute to Government Stupid.
Yay.
The nice little, oops, there's a bomb on the way. Psych.
No, there's not.
Did you see the screen that they have? How it accidentally got sent out?
Yeah.
It's like a drop-down menu with like 7 choices, and it's not really differentiating between which one's the test and which one's the normal one, other than saying the word test on it. Like, it's not like big bold letters.
What are the other things? Could you see? It'd be like,
I mean,
everything's cool.
Well, no, a bunch of the other ones were different kind of alarms. So it's not like it's an alarm for the entire state. So, like, if there's...
Godzilla.
Yeah, if Godzilla's coming, or if Battleship comes to fruition.
Oh, no.
The movie, not the lame-ass board game.
It's like Rihanna.
Watch out, Rihanna's on the island. Pay close attention. She might bring the aliens. So, we have a game this week.
Ooh.
That's right. It's been a while since we played a game.
I'm terrible.
I know. That's why I like playing them. So first, the story that inspired it. All right. Do you have any celebrity memorabilia? Like, oh, this was so-and-so's shoe from this TV show they did.
No, I just have signed stuff.
Like signed photos?
Yeah, like the entire, like the cast of The West Wing. Sign a photo. I have, like, Supergirl, Diggle. I had some other ones, but I can't remember.
You can't remember. How dare you?
Well, I haven't put them up. I don't have anywhere to put them up, so they're still in the box.
You have 4 empty walls.
Well, you don't put
there's nowhere to put them.
No, they're in like protectors. You don't just put them on the wall.
You fucking nerd.
Whatever. Shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna go hood too.
So there's a. Well, you can't say that. We're white. There's a paper cup that Elvis used back in 1956 that is up for sale on eBay right now.
The guy who cut his hair in the army made huge amounts of money off of selling it.
Off a clump of a hair?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wonder if that's going to come up later in the game.
Oh no.
So a Dixie cup that... No, you didn't. A Dixie cup that Elvis reportedly drank from on April 19th, 1956 is on sale by an Elvis collector from North Carolina named Wade Jones. Wade Jones got the cup from another collector who... Because Wade Jones already has in his collection a cup from 1977.
Wow.
He's a big Elvis cup collector. Not a cup that has Elvis' name on it. Elvis drank from this cup, you know. It's pretty sweet. This cup was found by a lady named June the night of the show. And somehow or another it got to the previous person that gave it to Mr. Wade Jones, and now he's putting it up for sale. And the reason he's putting it up for sale is because, as he says, it's not something that he personally collected, so he doesn't
want it.
Well, I don't know, he just doesn't want it in his collection.
It doesn't go.
He's a purist, you see.
Basically, I have retainers from teenagers of 50s singers. This is Jerry Lee Lewis's teeth.
Nice.
This is Buddy Holly's dentures.
Oh, yeah. Have they been restored, or are they still the original dirtiness?
They're still the original dirtiness.
Oh, that's how you know they're good.
Out from under the plate.
I got them at a fire sale.
Oh no!
Excuse me. So Elvis performed April 18th at the Tulsa Fairgrounds Pavilion, and a Tulsa World Story remarks how he drank cola from a paper cup between shows while talking to reporters. But that's not the cup being auctioned. No, sirree. No one can retain such a cup as that. His cup is the one that Elvis used the following day. It's now in a box on which June wrote the time, 10:30 a.m., the date, 3rd in Boston. Jones said that she also wrote Elvis's name and the date on the cup itself. So now the cup itself is like, it's a standard-sized Dixie cup that's been flattened down and like put in a box and it's got writing on it. So it's not even in a cup shape. It's just, I got some garbage that I wrote Elvis on back in the day.
Now, if it
totally
has
his
remnants of his DNA, could we clone Elvis?
And make an Elvis
like
army?
Jurassic Park.
Do you want to make a dinosaur that has got those kind of moves? Because
Sure.
I don't know if I want to be responsible for bringing that into the world.
Yeah.
You thought Barney had moves. Just wait till he figures out hip-hop and jazz.
Is it Velociraptor?
Yeah, no.
No, that wasn't it.
No, that was pretty bad.
Tyrannosaurus.
Rocks.
Tyrannosaurus
Yeah,
Rex.
did it. So now the cup is up on eBay. And it is, as of the time I checked it yesterday, so there's the cup. Just a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
The current bid, as of yesterday, the sale is going through Sunday.
Shut up. How much?
How much do you think it's sitting at?
Oh, God.
For one Dixie cup.
Dixie cup.
Just a little piece of garbage.
$10,000.
Well, that's insane. It's $1,576.01.
See, I never know.
That's after 58 bids. Now, the thing is, if you pull...
59 makes it $10,000.
Again, I checked this yesterday, so it's been almost 24 hours since I checked in on the price of this, and the sale's going through Sunday. Or it's going till... I think it's going through Sunday. So this is only going to go up.
But it's not up now. I mean, or you don't know.
I mean, it could be up now. But by the time this podcast goes up, you might have a chance to snag it if you just go onto eBay and search for it. The Elvis Presley owned Dixie Cup that he drank from April 19th, 1956, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'd imagine it'd be the own results. Don't look it up now. Because now it's time to play this game. No, I do the song. You are the contestant. I'm the game show. You shut the fuck up. Get on out of here. Get. I don't know when I became a old crotchety Southern man.
I don't know, but if I get, then I can't play the game.
Okay, well, you silently get. You stay, but you shush. All right, so I have collected here a whole bunch of
bullshit.
Bullshit, yeah, it really is, because it's celebrity memorabilia, things that have sold either in auctions, on eBay, in personal sales, whatever.
Is there another word other than memorabilia? Because when I think of that, I think of like
collectibles.
Even that
paraphernalia.
Maybe
useless bullshit. Old props.
No, I mean the whole thing. You think of like an Elvis. Like the Elvis clock that they sold a long time ago with the legs that go back and forth, Yeah. Think of that as memorabilia. But for his fucking comb, I don't know what they would call it, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. Go ahead.
Mementos.
Maybe.
Personal artifacts.
That might be it.
Directly adjacent shit. So now I've grouped these in ways of... they are similar in price range, so I want you to tell me which one sold for a higher price. All right, we're going to start off with an easy one. It's also gross. So we have which one is more expensive? Lady Gaga's fake fingernail or Scarlett Johansson's dirty tissue?
Lady Gaga's fake fingernail.
You are correct.
Yeah.
$12,000 versus $5,300.
Yeah. Her fans are weird.
Yeah, but Scarlett Johansson's dirty tissue from the Tonight Show.
Yeah, but those
yeah, I know.
People are a little
that was the one where
they're a little bit more rabid than the Scarlett Johansson fan,
Well, now we're going to see who's more rabid. All right, which one costs more? Bruce Lee's Game of Death jacket, like the jacket he wore in Game of Death, or Christopher Reeve's original Superman suit? Which one sold for more?
Superman suit.
You're correct. $115,000 versus $77,000.
It's criminal.
It is. Ooh, now here's a good one. We have the King of Pop versus the King of Rock. Elvis's lock of hair versus Michael Jackson's sequin glove.
Oh, the glove.
Yeah, $420,000 versus $115,000 for some Elvis fucking hair.
I'm sorry, how much?
$115,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what the thing. Like these are.
I'm saying with that you get DNA, and
then you can make a paper cup with his DNA on it.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
dude. Jurassic Park.
So far, you're 3 for 3. This is your best game yet.
I know.
All right. Now we're going to get into the big money. Dorothy's Wizard of Oz red slippers or the original Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Now, mind you, this is just one pair of the slippers. There were 4 pairs.
Right, a lot of them are missing.
So this is just what one pair sold.
Let me see the slippers.
You are correct.
Yeah.
$660,000 for the slippers. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, $550,000.
Yeah, I saw a thing on that on like Hollywood, whatever, like Hollywood bullshit on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
But yeah, they talked about how it's like how some of them have gone missing. And whether they're collectors that own it or they're just like the family of Judy Garland, because I guess she had a pair, and then a couple other pairs went out.
Yeah.
But it is cool though. If you go to I think it's like the Paramount lot still. You could go and there's like an area where you lift up the floor and you can still see the yellow brick road. That's pretty cool.
Another pair of those slippers sold another time for $2 million.
Wow.
So.
I wonder if it's the difference between seen on screen,
right,
versus just a backup.
That could be
because a lot of times they
seen on screen is more valuable.
They have people who are like, they'll like look at the grouping of like a sequin and and be able to say.
Or if the costume people were, meticulous enough, they can say, okay, this is the pair that she wore throughout. Maybe they'll number it on the bottom or some shit. All right, got a few more. Which one costs more? Marilyn Monroe's happy birthday dress. That's when she's saying happy birthday to the president. Awkward. Or Steve McQueen's Le Mans racing suit. The suit that he wore in the movie. That's
Marilyn's dress.
You sure?
I am.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yes.
$1.26 million. Another one of her dresses that she wore in the movie sold really high as well.
Probably the steam grate one.
Maybe, I don't know. And Steve McQueen's suit, $984,000. All right, now we're getting even pricier. The first item you would not expect to be in this category, but holy shit. Bela Lugosi's Dracula cape, the original Dracula cape, right? This is what's in the same category as Michael Jackson's Thriller jacket.
Michael Jackson's Thriller jacket.
$1.8 million versus $1.5 million. But let's just talk about that real quick. A Dracula cape going for $1.5 million.
I was under the conclusion that he was buried in it.
Nope. He might have been buried in one of them.
Maybe,
but either someone got fucking swindled, or there was more than one.
I know he wore the outfit in the coffin.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like you can get a cape for $9 now.
I know. I'm just saying the cape.
They're like, hey, why would we do that? Fuck you.
Yeah, right.
Just waste this. I can make $1.5 million off of this.
Right.
Dead motherfucker. Now, before we get to the last one, I want to say what the most expensive celebrity collectible thing, whatever, is. Are you familiar with how expensive Elizabeth Taylor's jewelry collection was?
Probably has to be in the $20 million range.
Ooh. $116 million for one person's jewelry collection.
She got married a lot.
I know she did. I know. She had the most enviable collection in Audi land. So now finally, we have two items that could not be further from each other. The car that Sean Connery as James Bond in the movie Goldfinger, the Aston Martin DB5, like he drove in the movie, or a copy, well, there's 6 copies of it in existence, but William Shakespeare's autograph.
It's got to be William Shakespeare's autograph.
You were so close to a perfect game.
Damn it.
So close.
That is bullshit.
Autograph, $6.1 million. Aston Martin, $6.41 million.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, you were so close. You did so well, and then you threw it all away.
Wow,
6 for 7.
I still retired as champion of the world.
That's not true. You greatly underestimated the value of Elizabeth Taylor's.
Well, that wasn't a question, though.
Yeah, but you still got to. I asked you, are you familiar with it? What do you think it's all for?
Yeah,
and
it didn't count. That was on the side.
The part of the game, though. And now the game's over.
Asterisk.
No, there are no asterisks in this game, motherfucker. You just lost. It's perfect or nothing. Where's the hot sauce?
Nope.
No. All right. Well, we'll continue this show right after this commercial break.
Nerd Therapy, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Hey, we're in a field.
It's the most boring corn circle I've ever seen.
Well, considering it's all straight lines, it's the worst corn circle.
All right, as you guys round the corner, you can hear a ruckus coming from the back of the farmhouse.
Is this like a domestic situation? Hey, there's a guy in front of them. Hey, there's a couple guys. Are they dead? Are those bodies?
They're not dead. They're trying to fight off whatever these creatures are.
What the heck are these? It's the Green Goblin. Goblin.
Like what you hear? Hit the subscribe button.
Wow, that's great.
Yep.
So, do you remember the first week the first episode of this season, when we ran into, well, I gotta get her name right, Amethyst Realm.
Yeah,
the ghost fucker. Just when you think
it's safe to go back in the closet.
Well, just when you think she's alone, I found another ghost lady. That's right.
That's right. They're all out there, gentlemen.
Amanda Teague says she couldn't connect with anyone in the physical world, so she looked to the afterlife to find her kindred spirit.
What is this, like Ghost.com?
I don't know. FindYourBoo.net.
This will be once in a lifetime. Well, not lifetime.
Once in an after lifetime.
Once in an after lifetime. This will be.
There's just
great.
It's not a mummy. Or no, a zombie.
ZombieMatch.com.
You have brain, me want brain.
Plenty of brains.
So her husband, a man named Jack Teague, they do the typical kind of married couple things. They go on dates, have arguments, and even have sex. Despite the fact that he died almost 300 years ago. That's right. 300 years ago.
Brings new meaning to the phrase missionary.
Amanda hired a registrar and sailed into international waters so she could legally marry the ghost, using a spiritual medium to allow him to say "I do" during the ceremony.
Could you? Okay.
Hold on.
I go ahead.
There's a lot to go through with this.
God. My head hurts.
Yeah, it's gonna get better. There are a lot of people out there who don't know about spiritual relationships, but it could be right for them. I want to get the message out there.
This will be.
She says that her love affair started in 2014 when she was lying in bed one night and could feel his energy laying beside her. Also known as, God, I kind of want to jerk off right now.
Right.
She says she initially wasn't interested in making contact with the ghost until she realized she could speak to him through mediumship. Which, I kind of, like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let you just jump in here, because there's a lot more.
You are exploiting
me?
A crazy woman.
Me?
No.
Oh.
The medium.
Nah, all mediums are.
I know, but in this case, like...
What? What's so wrong?
It's
What's
terrible.
Wrong? Is it? Are you saying love is terrible?
It actually, what I think it is this dude just wants to date her. The medium.
No, that's not the medium is the one that was there to help her get married. He
got married to her in international waters.
You are assuming it's a man medium.
Okay, she did then.
Yeah, it's a schmedium.
Oh, God, how long have you been holding on to that?
Oh, it just came to me. I'm like, oh my God, shut up so I can say it.
Shut up. No. Then she got married to her in international waters.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not how that works.
She said, I do.
And this person channeled the spirit of Captain Jack Teague.
Bullshit. He's a captain now?
He's been
He never said captain. Oh my God, was it a pirate ship?
No, I mean, she chartered a boat out to international waters.
I was like, tell me this guy's got a backstory.
The pirate?
Whoever the ghost she's fucking.
Yeah, it's a pirate ghost.
Oh my God.
I thought I'm sorry.
I don't remember
I thought I said.
I want to, like, seriously.
You're right.
So
I just realized I said it. I didn't say it.
I was going to say, I've had a long day, but I think if the minute you said she's fucking a pirate ghost, I would have jumped on that.
Okay. She's fucking a pirate ghost.
Good God. Is the ghost of the parrot there as well?
They don't specify.
Right. Woman needs a therapist, right?
So she says that the spirit used to sit with her when she watched TV or while she was driving her car And the pair started to get to know each other. And then one day he said to me, we could actually be together, you know. Oh, sorry. Yar, we could be together. No, we could actually be together, you know. But I had never heard of an intimate relationship between a spirit and a human before. I did some research and found out that it is a real thing. No, it's not. And there are lots of people in spiritual relationships.
No, there aren't.
But not many people like to talk about it.
Because they're crazy.
Because they'll get locked up. Amanda had a previous marriage to a physical being for 6 years and had 5 children with her ex-husband.
Where are these kids? Who's got these kids?
Yeah, just wait. Just wait.
Were they in international waters with her? Because that's like running from the law.
No.
What are you doing this weekend? You want to come over and play video games?
No, sure.
I can't. Going to my mom's ghost wedding in international waters. Look, if you don't want to come, just say you don't want to come.
What?
You don't need to make shit up.
You always say this shit. Like, oh, we're going to brunch with my ghost dad.
Going to brunch with my ghost dad.
You can just say you watched Ghost Dad and had a nightmare.
He drinks ghost mimosas.
Ghost mimosas? Does he drink it through ghost mimosas?
The ghost mimosas. Should I?
Yeah, her husband in a...
Should I? Waiter, I would like a mimosa. Could you please pour another one? You're only allowed to have one. How dare you? My husband is right here.
Is this because we're interracial?
My husband is right here. Looks like an empty chair. How dare you?
Oh, are you thin shaming him?
And the median comes and sits down. I'm here.
It's Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Nah, she saw the movie and won't.
Girl, you in trouble.
Yeah, so her husband was a Haitian pirate who lived in the 1700s. I'm sorry for not starting off with that.
Bury the lead, would you?
Bury the treasure.
Bury the treasure in the lead.
Yeah, he was
what a half-assed story.
He was caught and suffered a traumatic death, being executed for being a thief on the high seas.
Oh my God, he's a pirate.
Yeah,
he's a thief.
I'm just saying, right? So, if you want a little backstory on him, Jack had one serious relationship while he was alive. He was engaged, but his fiancée left him at the altar.
Oh.
So he's got the baggage, you know.
Arr.
As if being a ghost pirate wasn't enough. He's like, listen.
What happened? She left me at the altar.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Would you like to guess Amanda's job?
Freak show.
I mean,
Psychiatrist.
You could say that her job is an extremely close relation to her new husband.
She's a pirate.
What kind of pirate?
She pirates videos.
No. Which pirate?
What do you mean, which pirate?
She is a Captain Jack Sparrow impersonator.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and now she's married to Captain Jack. Oh, it's so weird. She believes the pirate connection is what brought them together.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah, because 2 years after they first met, the couple got engaged. She said
so
that
fast.
Jack proposed to her, and she told him, I told him I wasn't really cool with having casual sex with a spirit, and I wanted to make us a proper commitment to each other.
So, like, if she's got, like, a headache and he's, like, all ready to go, does that mean he gets boo balls?
God, yeah. I hate you so much.
Hilarious.
Yeah, she took the priest that married him was a shaman priest, and they found a legal registrar who agreed to marry the couple. They took the boat out in international waters in the Atlantic Ocean off the Irish coast. Fun fact, marrying a dead person is legal in certain countries such as France, Singapore, and China. So when they went to international waters, it wasn't governed by any certain country. Right. So they're like, yeah, this is totally legit and we can have this. She had matching rings designed for the ceremony, but because he can't wear his ring, it was fitted to a candle, which was used in the wedding ceremony to represent him. I bet the candle was also used to represent him in the honeymoon. Only 12 people were allowed on the boat, so Amanda and Jack invited their closest friends and family to join them.
So Jack had some, like, ghost friends.
Yeah, probably.
The Invisible Man, Frankenstein, Freddy Krueger.
Their bachelor party was insane. They hung out at Casper's house.
Yeah. I told her no strippers. Okay, one.
They had their wedding reception right afterwards, and they had their honeymoon in Newcastle in Northern Ireland. She signs all her documentation now as married and says her posthumous relationship has never been questioned by authorities. I have a feeling she doesn't say, yes, I'm married to a pirate ghost. And they think, yep, she's probably definitely married to a ghost, not just someone who's a big fan of pirates.
Oh my God, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh my God, I'm so good.
You're good. I heard that you got married.
Yeah, I am. Look at the ring.
Oh wow, it's really nice.
I know. He let me pick it out.
Oh, well, that was good of him. Jeez.
I know.
So what
and I had to pay for it. But.
What is? Okay. Well, what does Mr. Mystery do?
Oh, we have a lot of the same things in common. He's also a big fan of the seas. He spends a lot of time on boats.
Oh, so he's a boat enthusiast?
Yes, you could say that.
Does he do like charters and stuff, or
he's probably been on charters. Yeah.
Okay. So what's he do?
He dabbles.
What's his name?
I call him Captain Jack.
Captain. So he's the captain of a vessel.
Well, of course he is, and you know how I like to be Captain Jack for my job. So we just kind of.
And where'd you guys meet?
It was kismet. Well, we just kind of we met. He came over one day, and
jeez,
I had
him come over.
I had a gentleman caller, and nothing crazy happened right away. We just kind of hung out for a while, watching TV, and nothing happened for a while. But then it could just one thing led to another.
And now you're married. So where are you guys living?
Oh, we're living in my house.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, that's good.
We're probably not going to relocate. He likes the location.
You know what? We're just getting ready to charter a boat. Maybe we should throw him some work.
Oh, I think he's busy right now.
He's busy.
Yeah, he's always, just doing stuff. And when he's not working, he's just hanging out with me. We tend to have the same hours.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Why don't you ask him yourself, Jack? Say hi to Rebecca.
Oh, where is he?
He's right next to me. Hmm? He's in this chair right here. Jack, this is Rebecca. We went to primary school together.
Oh. Oh my God, my phone. My phone's going. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta get the Jack. It was nice to meet you.
Oh.
We'll do lunch and yeah, I gotta go.
Don't look at her. She's a whore.
Don't you look at her. She walks away.
After the wedding, the couple bought their first home together, and even though Jack couldn't contribute financially, he sure helped pick out the house and decorate it.
These gold doubloons.
Yeah, they're filling my hands, but you just can't grab them.
If only they weren't ghosts, too.
So, she says that sex with the spirit is surprisingly similar to sex with a physical human.
All right, yeah.
I would have to say, after having 5 kids, I don't think she was doing sex right.
No, I don't think she was.
You could screw it up at least 5 times, and then have sex with a ghost. Like, oh, it's the same.
Same thing. Same things.
I don't know. I just don't know. And you figure after having 5 human babies, maybe she wants to try to have ghost babies. She's like, no, you can't have a ghost baby.
That would be ridiculous.
So after the wedding, she
had crazy.
After the wedding, she had a pregnancy scare.
Oh no!
I know. I'm so glad that you were able to contain this. That it's spitting this so out.
I thought about it.
Shortly after they got married, she says. Shortly after we got married, my period stopped. I did a couple pregnancy tests, and they came back positive. I was shocked. I did not think I had to worry about birth control when having sex with a spirit.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm. But further test turns out it was just the start of menopause. So it's not like her body's going through chemical changes and she's just imagining things or anything.
The ghost said, "Don't worry, I'll pull out."
Oops. And now you asked about her kids. Her family and friends are very accepting of the spiritual relationship and that Jack is treated like a part of the family. He's included in Christmas cards, invited to parties, and there's always a place set up for him at the dinner table.
I'd be a dick. I'd be that dick too. I'd be like, "Jack, would you say grace?" Fucking laughing my ass off. They're like, "Knock it off."
You get to the part of the prayer, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
The Father, the Son, the Holy Jack. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't see you there, Jack. Oh.
They also buy each other birthday and Christmas presents, with Jack making clear what he wants to buy through one of her daughters, who often has vivid dreams that Amanda is convinced are messages from Jack. Just when you thought the story couldn't get any worse.
Now the daughter is like, "Yeah, you totally want that sweater in my size."
He wants a Switch and puts it in my room. So yeah, she says, obviously he doesn't physically buy them. It has mostly been through one particular daughter. Although she is not a medium, she often has dreams and premonitions, and usually coming up to a birthday or Christmas, she'll have a dream of him, and he will say what he wants to buy me. So last Christmas, as an example, he told me that he wanted her. He had told her that he wanted to buy me a coffee maker, and it cost £40. And I told him, I hope you're going to come up with that money because I'm not paying £40. I have to buy my own present for her. And he said, someone will be giving me money in the sum of £40, and that money will be for the present. And literally, as she was telling me this, we were sitting in the car, and I got a message from this guy who wanted to buy something I was selling on Facebook, and it was for £40. It was so strange.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
There's a couple times in this I'm like, that's the part that's weird. Yeah. That's what you don't want to be weird.
That's what's weird.
So yeah, one of her one daughter is just like, oh yeah, you guys, all these premonitions, we're totally doing this together, Mom. I don't know. It doesn't say the daughter's age, so I don't know if it's like a 12-year-old that just wants to desperately keep her mom around, or if this is like a 30-year-old and she's like, yeah, fuck it, who cares? Yeah, Mom. She wants a toaster.
Still.
So she's writing a book. Sorry. Her and Jack are co-writing a book about the relationship with advice from other singletons on how to find a soulmate on the other side. The book will be called Ain't No Grave Can Hold My Body Back, after the Johnny Cash song, one of Jack's favorite singers.
I was going to say, how about He's Just Not That Corporeal?
And now here's the part of the story where I was like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Oh, man.
So Amanda of Downpatrick, Northern Ireland, says she was inspired to speak out about her spiritual relationship after reading about spiritual advisor Amethyst Realm, who only has sex with ghosts.
And then they come together.
Oh, it came
for the best buddy movie ever.
I got through so much of the article and I saw that part and I was like, oh, we have to talk about this.
I want to make this like a ghost bar. Like they walk in, they're like, oh my god, there's so many hotties around.
There's like 3 women. It's like, oh my god, this place is packed. There's so many ghosts in here.
Like one guy's head is like half off. Like they tried to cut my head off, but they didn't make it all the way through.
So, Amethyst, who said that she has had sex with more than 15 spirit lovers, Amanda says that amateur doesn't have a clue. She's throwing shade. So,
spooky ass shade.
Amanda says, without doing a reading for her, it is hard to tell, but I am certain it is just one spirit and not many like she claims. But she doesn't appear to connect with the spirit at all. She doesn't know its name or anything about them. I think it's really sad she doesn't realize she can have a real relationship with this person, get to know them, and even marry them, rather than just weird one-off sexual experiences.
It's like the weirdest Real World. Like Real World Cemetery Edition.
This is the true story
of a bunch of people
and 4 ghosts
picked to live in a house
that's haunted
to find out what happens when people stop being nice
and start getting haunted. It's the Real World. Run, bitch!
So like, I may have like only like lived until like 1912, but but that amethyst is a hoe. And she should have some respect for herself.
You're taking the words out of my mouth. I have to share the bathroom with her. You have to be in the same room, but I actually have to use the same facilities as her.
Oh,
she is trashy.
We do not have to do that, but
no,
I got to tell you,
she brought home 3 other ghosts last weekend.
I saw that.
Like there aren't enough ghosts in here. Listen, I'm not racist. Like you're one of the good ghosts.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you. No, it's like some people have problems with, like where I grew up. Like my grandma said, no ghosts in here, and I was like, oh, grandma, they're not too bad. And she's like, I never met a ghost I'd want to be in the same room with.
My best friend at work is a ghost. So,
well, that makes sense because you guys are just a pair of ghosts.
That's right.
It's just so nice to meet you.
Oh my god.
Man, I could
Amethyst.
I saw this article the other day, and I was like, let's go ahead and bookmark that and come back to it.
Right.
And I go back to it yesterday, I found it today again. Excuse me. And I was reading through all that. I'm like, oh, this bitch is crazy. This bitch is crazy. Amethyst. What? And this woman's throwing shade at her, saying, "Nah, that bitch ain't that big of a hoe. She's be fucking one dude and acting like when he puts on a different hat, it's another guy."
Some of those ghosts wouldn't even rattle her chains.
They wouldn't visit her for any time of Christmas, past, present, or future.
You know I ain't lying.
They maybe stop by on Halloween just to see if she's putting out big candy, you know.
Talking about Amethyst? Someone's got to do something about her.
And if you can't find yourself a ghost lover, why not find yourself a little bit of entertainment from a sexy dancing robot?
Ooh.
That's right.
Nope.
We have evil attack robots. We have robots from Boston Dynamics that they're teaching them to respond to getting their asses kicked.
Right.
And they're able to jump upstairs and do flips and
kill us.
Efficiently. But at the International Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas last week, there was a Peter Feinstein, managing partner at the club Sapphire Gentlemen's Club, decided we need to do something to really pump up these numbers with this amazing event going on. So, of course, he calls upon British artist Giles Walker and his amazing invention. He's got mechanical exotic dancers. Now, their heads are shaped like CCTV cameras, inspired by the rise of security cameras across Britain, a form of surveillance he related to voyeurism for sexual pleasure. So it's supposed to be like an artistic statement, but then...
Sexy or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it looks like a camcorder.
Put your red light on me.
Right. Say my name. 1010101.
The promote.
Water. 1010101.
Is that Helen Keller?
That's WATER. Water.
The promotion that they used for it said, "Come watch sparks fly as the Robo-Twins shake their hardware and leave everyone wondering if those double Ds are real or made in Silicon Valley." Make you feel dirty?
How are you? Are you new in town?
Yeah, I'm just here on work.
Would you like a dance?
I don't know. I've never been here before. I kind of want to sit here for a second.
Shall we play a game?
I don't see any board games anywhere.
You could play chess, poker, tic-tac-toe, or global thermonuclear war.
Wait, I've seen this before.
I quit my job and I lost a lot of weight.
Oh, you're like a Whopper Jr. now. Gotcha. So Walker said that despite being the inventor of the robot strippers, he has reservations about the idea of there being a sex robot.
Yeah, well, you should.
I don't want him to worry, but have you ever heard of a place called Japan?
Right.
Because those exist already.
So, how real would one of those have to look for you to be like, you've got infinite amount of money. You could buy one of those things that costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars. How real would it have to look?
The robot?
Yeah.
It would literally have to be like a mirrored image of a person. Like it couldn't have like wonky eyes.
Right.
You couldn't hear the gears. It would have to trick me.
Yeah.
It couldn't be like
meet you at the bar.
It couldn't be like a washing machine with a dress on.
Kind of thing. It's like boop 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 boop. Target acquired.
If robot Scarlett Johansson comes up to me and is like, "Hey," I'm like, "This is weird. You must be a robot." And she's like, "I am." I'm like, you know what? Can't tell physically. Let's go. So Walker says that here's another quote from him. "I didn't build these to get involved in the sex industry. They weren't about sex. They were about voyeurism."
Oh, even better.
I've been dragged into this side.
That's some sicko, all right.
I've been dragged into this side of things unintentionally, but I'm not complaining. It does pay the bills. I am a robot pimp in that way. Yeah, man, you sound real hung up over it.
Yeah, no, I never wanted this.
But it's here.
But the money is so good.
I never wanted to murder. But oh my god, my erections are huge.
Get your can back out there and make some money. Clank.
Bloop, 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 bloop. There, you're good. Said popping pills, pop some lubricant.
All oiled up, ready to go.
So now it's a new year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the time where you have to do your taxes for the previous year.
Yeah.
And Britain's deadline for the annual tax return comes by. The authorities have warned that they are going to be keep an eye on people looking out or mentioning anything weird. Like for instance, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs gave some examples on Wednesday of excuses for lateness that it has received and rejected in the past. One of which being, "I can't file my return on time as my wife has been seeing aliens and won't let me enter the house."
Yeah, that'll happen.
I mean, to be fair, that could happen to anybody.
At any time.
And if you can't get in your house, how are you going to do your taxes?
Thank you. My taxes were outside. I could do my taxes, but they're inside with the aliens and my wife. What am I going to do?
Seriously.
You tell me. You tell me what I'm going to do.
They said that another person said they couldn't file on time because they said their ex-wife had left the tax return upstairs and they couldn't retrieve it because they suffered from vertigo.
I could see that.
Could you imagine if you suffered from vertigo and your wife was dealing with aliens? Like you couldn't.
Well, that's the worst day.
It's like 2 years of taxes I can't do.
Right.
I don't know what you want from me.
You didn't do your tax last year, sir. I was suffering from vertigo. What about this year? Aliens.
Okay, so what's going to happen? I have a feeling this is just going to happen again next year. So what's going to stop you from filing on time next year?
I mean, who knows? Who knows what could happen?
I have a feeling you've worked on this for a really long time. You can probably just tell me now so I can get the paperwork started on rejecting it. What's the reason you can't do your taxes next year?
All the pens make fun of me.
All the pens make fun. I mean, you can do this online, sir. You don't have to use a pen.
Oh, I can't be on a computer.
Why can't you be on computers?
Because so I was dating a robot stripper, right?
Naturally.
And then she saw me on my computer using pornography, and she's all like, "What, am I not enough for you?" And I'm like, "Please, it's just a computer." She said, "What am I?" And it's this whole ordeal.
And is that why your wife became your ex-wife?
Yes.
Okay.
This is all very personal, and I don't see how it's any of the tax people's business.
Well, quite frankly, we have a pool going, and I think I just won.
Did you?
We try to find who can get the craziest reason to not file their taxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the second craziest reason?
Someone got decapitated.
Oh, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I want that one.
No, you can't.
I'm afraid I'm going to get decapitated next year.
Well,
but then the year after that, I'll be okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to walk it off.
I don't think that's an injury you can walk off, but I'm not in the medical field, so I can't really hold that against you.
You're not.
It's not like I work in a bunker.
Okay.
Now, we have a history on this show of celebrating ridiculous records being broken.
Oh, sure.
And the cancerous children that lose out and die from it.
What's the newest one?
This isn't a Guinness Book of World Records record. This is just a it's a Chipotle record.
Okay.
426 days and counting is the new record for most consecutive days eating at Chipotle. It has to be an entree. It has to be once a day. This gentleman has a fantastic name.
Yeah.
He's named after a superhero.
What?
But a superhero's normal alias.
Okay.
If you were to think of one superhero, like in their normal everyday alias, that would go into Chipotle 426 times in a row, who would you say that this sounds like a good name? This is their real name, by the way.
But it's not like also another name.
No, this is his legal real name. He's from Tiffin, Ohio.
How is his name Burrito McEats-a-Lot?
No, his name is Bruce Wayne.
Oh my God!
I said his name is a superhero's alias.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm sorry.
How dare you not get this right? This is important.
You left out that guy was a dead
Bruce
pirate,
Wayne has eaten Chipotle for 426 days, defeating the previous record by 1 day. He has not stopped since then. He has an Instagram account, and you can follow him on to see. He posts a picture of his entree and receipt every single day. But to celebrate, Chipotle presented him with his own Chipotle-inspired superhero gear, complete with a cape and mask.
Flush.
It's very unceremonious. Yeah, I've done this 426 times.
Riddle me. Oh God. Oh, what is that?
All right, I ate twice today. I called it a two-face.
Dude, that's a riddle no one should solve.
Chipotle commemorated the milestone by presenting him with the costume. And they say that they're going to reinvest the dollars that he spent over the course of his journey into the form of a monetary donation to a nonprofit of his choice. So he just decided to eat.
I want the money back.
Yeah, it's to the Human Fund.
It's to the Bruce Wayne Fund?
Yeah, it's for the Wayne Foundation. Basically, my house is leaking, and I need to fix the foundation.
Yeah.
Please fix my house.
I could use a new septic tank.
I've clogged it
Believe me.
3 times this month.
Today.
He began his challenge on October 30th, 2016, after learning of Chipotle's plans to open a brand new burrito in Tiffin. He conducted research about it and learned about a fellow man who ultimately consumed Chipotle for 425 days and maintained his fitness goals. So Wayne is like, you know what? I'm going to break that record. And not only did he break the record, but he's still going every day, getting his Chipotle on. At what point, when do you stop?
I don't.
When do you stop?
When is enough enough?
You've broken the record. Is 500? Is it 500?
Yeah.
There are 500 days of summer. Why can't you have 500 days of Chipotle? It's like, I think 502.
Did we break it? Did we break the record?
No, Timmy.
What?
No. Bruce Wayne, Batman,
Yeah.
he broke the record. He swooped in and beat the shit out of your record.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go ahead and unplug your machine.
Why is it connected? Why are the two connected? I've broken so many records.
But not the right ones.
I guess not.
You're just a big loser. That's what happens. You break a record and someone else breaks it instantly.
But I was just hoping that I'd be a champion for a little while.
Oh, you were for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's what Daddy likes.
What?
How else are you gonna evolve this story?
Oh no!
It's gotta go somewhere.
What? Why were you looking at me like that?
You fell asleep, and I was concerned.
My heart stops when I sleep.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate.
That's why I break so many records. I don't ever want to sleep.
Why don't you just drink this real quick?
No. Take drinks from strangers.
Would you take a 2 liter of Faygo? That's right. I said Faygo. You know what that means. It's time for ICP talk.
Oh.
That's right.
We need like audio cues for that stuff.
That was all the effort it's going to get.
Come on.
Do you want to go and spend the time after we've done recording this and we still have to record another podcast after this? If you want to take the time, you're the one bitching about how you want to, but then now you want to put a stupid audio cue for ICP talk.
I'm just saying that'd be a great one to like continuously do if we always get news.
I never want to talk about them again, but this lawsuit has caught my attention. Sarah Hastings, a juggalo, which is the fans of the Insane Clown Posse. If you are unfamiliar with the Insane Clown Posse,
it's just people who like to juggle.
But really low to the ground. They juggle low.
They juggle low.
If you are unfamiliar with them, you can go to YouTube and search for Gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh my God.
It'd be like a 26-minute clip.
It's great.
It'll explain everything you need to know about the Juggalos.
It's so great.
But for this story, you need to know that Faygo is a really cheap soda that is pretty much only consumed by Juggalos. I've never met a person who isn't a Juggalo be like, you want some Faygo? Like, no, it's pretty much their soda. It's
right.
Like, it's not produced by them or anything. It's just they latched onto it, and it's run from there. It's super sugary soda. Probably tastes real good when you're on a bunch of drugs in the forest with rapping clowns.
I can imagine.
So Sarah Hastings went to a concert in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Of course.
Of course.
The home.
Like, you thought this was going to be an Florida, but no. It's ICP talk. See, there's twice you could have used that.
I know. No, go ahead.
Next time, just be prepared to have bumpers ready, because you never know when I'm going to drop the knowledge.
Right.
She got injured during one of their concerts.
Yeah.
You figure there's got to be some assumed risk. Maybe it's going to be from mosh pitting. Maybe it's going to be, just whatever. No, she got up on stage and slipped and fell off stage. So now she is suing the promotional company and the security company for not eliminating the dangerous conditions of being on stage. And you may ask, what are these dangerous conditions of being on stage?
There you go.
It's because they sprayed Faygo everywhere, as they do at every show. They take the 2 liters and spray them everywhere like it's confetti. It gets fucking everywhere. If you watch The Gathering, you might see some Faygo being sprayed everywhere. I'm not saying it's sexual, but don't be surprised if your pants get tighter from your butthole vomiting. Yeah, that's right. Your body's going to get reprogrammed and go, this isn't what I want to be a part of. Where'd it go? So she's, like I said, she's suing the security company and she's suing Night Global Entertainment.
Okay.
But she's not suing the band for some reason. Not the band that she loves.
She loves them.
No. It's not clear what injuries she sustained or why ICP wasn't named in the lawsuit.
My neck.
My neck and or back region.
Yeah.
Where's the pain? What pays the most?
Right.
That's where it hurts times 2. Because I got a bone in the oven. No. It didn't say she's pregnant. Probably is after the concert, though. And this is not the first time Insane Clown Posse concert resulted in civil action. No. It's dangerous out here. A Texas woman previously sued the group for tossing a 2-liter bottle of Faygo into her eye during a concert. Ow. Yeah, I saw you just twitch because you just imagine the top of the bottle going shooting right into your eye.
Yeah, even on the bottom, it's like, because you can only imagine, like, if it's not full, like, say it's not full.
It's not full.
They'll throw it in the air.
Oh, yeah.
The gravity will pull it down, and then bam.
Or maybe she took a direct shot. Maybe they were trying to shake it, like to spray it, and they let go of it, and then the point of it just nailed her in the eye. Pow! Right in the kisser. So yeah, this is not the first time shit has gone down with Faygo at a concert that resulted in litigation.
Why is she suing Faygo?
Why would you sue a delicious beverage? It's just wrong.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying.
Faygo was the reason she fell.
No, she fell because there was the dangerous situations and that you can't stop the moonlight.
Okay, you're right. No. Oh, the Coyote Ugly.
Yeah, there it is.
The Coyote Ugly defense.
Gets him every time. Makes you want to blow up the world.
No.
Okay, I won't. Because there's potential. Yeah. Yeah. Potentially life-changing news for all of humanity out of Johns Hopkins University. A team at Johns Hopkins University has trialed a method that detects 8 common forms of cancer. It is a universal blood test that can detect all these different forms of cancer. The goal with it is their vision is an annual test designed to catch cancer early and save lives. The way it works is tumors release tiny traces of their mutated DNA and proteins that make it into the bloodstream. The test, called the Cancer-Seq test, looks for mutations in 16 genes that regularly arise in cancer and 8 proteins that are often released. It was trialed on 1,005 patients with cancers in the ovary, liver, stomach, pancreas, esophagus, colon, lung, or breast that had not spread yet to other tissues. Overall, the test found 70% of the cancers. So all those different varieties, caught 70% of them. It's not bad for the shotgun method, which is like, what's in here? And cancer. So, I mean, cancer is pretty much something that, at this point, it feels like everyone in the world has someone that's been affected by it. Dr. Christian Tomasetti from Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine said, "This field of early detection is critical. I think this can have an enormous impact on cancer mortality." Article goes on to say 5 of 8 cancers investigated have no screening programs for early detection. So the fact that this test was able to pick up on them might be a way to possibly get some early detection for cancers that we, as of before, or as of now, couldn't do it before.
That's awesome.
In some cases, but not all of them, the test also provided information about the tissue of origin of the cancer. So they were able to find out, oh, you have this cancer and where it is.
You know, I think we're closer than we think to that. It's like a barrage of stuff they could do when you're like born or you walk in and it'd be like, we're going to do this, this, and this, and this test will cover whatever, and let you know if you have anything, which is awesome because they can do it, quicker than.
Yeah. Dr. Gert Attard, team leader of the Center for Evolution and Cancer at the Institute of Cancer Research in London, said this has massive potential. He said, we're very close to using blood tests to screen for cancer, and we have the technology. So now it's just about figuring out how to use it. Because with all the breakthroughs in medicine, it's like, there's all these years of like, well, why haven't they fixed it yet? Why haven't they found a cure for it? But now it's getting to the point of the breakthroughs are coming.
I was going to say, a lot of the times they have breakthroughs and they have things, but they're not ready for consumption yet. You've got to do exhaustive testing.
And Professor Richard Maris from the Cancer Research UK said, it'll take time to prove that this works on testing early diagnosis for cancer, at least 5 to 6 years.
Wow.
So, I mean, you have to have an extensive field of testing in order to say, yeah, this thing works. You can't just use a test sample of 1,005 people who have already been diagnosed with cancer.
Right.
They're just using it to see if this could show up the markers. So now the whole thing is they have to get a wide.
We're like, boy, try it works. Worked on those people. It's like, put it out. Ugh. Yeah. No.
Now they want to. I imagine they're going to start using it on people that haven't been diagnosed with cancer yet. Maybe people that are like, well, we should probably get this person a test, see if they're sick. And among the other tests that they're going to do, they'll use this one as well, so that way they can kind of figure out its efficacy in the early stages. Paul Farrow, professor of cancer epidemiology at University of Cambridge, said more work was needed to assess how the tests perform when cancers are less advanced. He said, demonstrating that a test can detect advanced cancers does not mean that the test will be useful in detecting early-stage symptomatic cancer, much less pre-symptomatic cancer. The sensitivity for stage 1 cancers in the study was only 40%. So it's getting there. It's not nearly as effective as, the later stages, but it's a huge step forward in detection.
That's what they need to do, and that's unfortunately one of the things that bothers me about them not putting as much money into medical shit.
Yeah.
Because if you're given the opportunity, we could probably be solving a lot more. Not to go on a tangent, but if we took away a third of what we put in defense and put into medical research, we'd probably be like one of the healthiest, countries in the world.
Yeah.
But we don't do that.
The cost of the Cancer Seek right now is less than $500 per patient, which is around the same price as a colonoscopy.
Ugh. Yeah.
So it's not out of this world, hey, this can see if you have cancer and you should get it every year, but it costs $20,000.
Right.
It's just it's an intensive blood test, but at the end of the day, it's just a blood test. So
yeah, no,
it's a cool bit of breakthrough news in such a scary field.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is there's always something, but like I said, they just basically put it as, oh, nothing's new, nothing's being fixed. It's like, no, shit's being fixed. We just have to be sure.
Like I said, they're saying with this thing, it's about 70% effective in people. It seems to be 70% effective in the late stages, and 40% in the early stages.
Right.
What did you hear of six months ago of anything like that?
Yeah.
There's some cancers that you can't even detect until it's like, oh, by the way, you're dying in 3 months.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to...
If you can get it in before it hits advanced stages, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's awesome.
So...
We're going to find the time right.
You can find us individually on Twitter at PatrickNewsom42.
That's me.
At Hungry as a Bear. That's me. You can follow the entire DVM production empire at the DVMPE. You can find this podcast by going to Facebook or YouTube, searching for Stupids Talking Stupid.
And you can find all the other things on dvmpe.com. That's going to do it for this week. Join us next week for Stupids Talking Stupid. I am Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And we'll talk to you later.